When you're building a business, you're really just betting on people. But how do you actually verify the trust you're placing in a partner? It's a massive question, and honestly, getting the answer wrong, it could cost you absolutely everything. So I want you to really think about this for a second. Go beyond the impressive resume, the great lunches. How well do you truly know the person you're about to link your entire future to? It sounds like a simple question, right? But the answer? It's almost never that simple. And that's because the stakes are just incredibly high. Choosing the wrong partner can literally turn your dream venture into a complete house of cards. We're not just talking about a bad business deal here. This is the kind of risk that can completely wipe you out, unravel everything you've worked so hard to build. Okay, so right about now, you're probably thinking, hey, I've done my due diligence. I've checked them out. And look, that's great. It's absolutely essential. But what we've found is that traditional vetting, well, it has some pretty big blind spots. It just can't see the whole picture.
All right, let's break this down. Your standard due diligence. It's like looking in the rearview mirror. It's fantastic for checking the past, right? It'll verify public records, look at legal docs, go over financial reports. But the biggest risks? They're not in the rearview mirror. They're right in front of you, in the present. We're talking about things like huge personal debts they're not telling you about, secret conflicts of interest, or, and this is the real kicker, their true intentions. A piece of paper will never tell you what someone's planning to do next week.
So that begs the question, how do we get past the paperwork? How do we see what's really going on? Well, it turns out there's a more scientific way to do this, an approach that gets to a much deeper level of truth, so you can build a partnership that's actually secure.
It's called a psychophysiological examination. I know, it sounds a little intimidating, but all it really is a structured way to verify information. It uses professional-grade instruments to see how truthful the answers are to some really critical business questions. And let's be clear, this isn't some old-school lie detector test. Think of it more as a powerful business intelligence tool. And here's the crazy part, the reason this is becoming such a big deal: the effectiveness. When a real pro conducts one of these examinations, the accuracy can get up to 98%. Just think about that for a second. Imagine having that level of confidence before you sign on the dotted line. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so what are we really talking about here? What kind of major risks can a process like this actually bring to the surface? Let's dig into the specific questions that can show you what your partnership is really built on.
All right, first up, financial integrity. This lets you go way beyond a normal audit. You can get answers to questions like, do you have massive hidden debts you haven't put in the official documents? Are these financial reports I'm looking at even authentic? And a huge one, where is your investment capital really coming from? Is it legit? Next, you get into the stuff of corporate nightmares, hidden agendas. I'm talking about things like, are they secretly on the payroll of one of your competitors? Do they have ties to criminal groups? Or is their whole plan to just take your money and run? I mean, these are the kinds of questions you absolutely have to have answers to. And it's not just about their secret plans, it's about protecting your stuff, your assets, your reputation. You can find out if they're planning to misuse your intellectual property, or maybe if they're hiding a string of bankruptcies and lawsuits with former partners. You can even uncover personal issues, like a serious gambling addiction that could put the entire company's money at risk.
So, okay, after looking at all these scary possibilities, what's the end result? What's the point? Well, the goal here isn't to play gotcha or to find fault. The whole point is to build your partnership on the strongest foundation you possibly can, and that foundation is truth.
What you get out of this is clarity, plain and simple. You can actually confirm if your partner is in this for the long term. You can check if the assets and connections they talk about are real, or if it's all just smoke and mirrors. You can expose any double games before you get played. And maybe most importantly, you get to secure your investment based on hard, objective data, not just a hunch. And I really want to stress this point. This whole process, it's not about being suspicious. It's about a mutual commitment. It's both of you saying, let's be completely transparent and secure from day one. Honestly, when both partners are willing to do this, it's one of the best signs that you're building a truly strong, serious business together. Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to one simple, powerful idea. Trust begins with truth. So the only real question left is, are you willing to take the steps to verify it? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.